One of the worst side effects of high blood pressure medication is falling down, becoming dizzy. There's a reason this occurs, and I'll explain it in detail right now. If you hear grinding in the background, by the way, we're having our house redone, and we just have to sit here and wait. I can't go for a bike ride. We have to be here when the guys are doing things because there's always questions. But just ignore the background because I'm going to give you some really valuable information. The reason this occurs is because very often people get white coat syndrome. So their blood pressure goes up significantly, particularly the systolic, when they go to the doctor. The doctor says, oh my gosh, you have high blood pressure, you got to be put on this blood pressure medication. So you start taking the blood pressure medication, and then when you go home, after taking it for a period of time, you start noticing, gosh, I feel dizzy, I feel faint. The worst thing you could do is step off a curb or down a flight of stairs and down you go. You break a hip, you break a collarbone, you break a wrist. There's a lot of things that can go wrong. Now, why did this occur? This occurred because you may not have high blood pressure, you just may have what's called white coat syndrome, which means your blood pressure is artificially high because of the stress of going to the doctor. It's only high at the doctor's office. You have a normal blood pressure, and now you take a blood pressure medication that significantly lowers it beyond normal. Now it's significantly low. Now, how do you know you have this? Number one, check your blood pressure at home without going to the doctor. I have a whole routine, and this is the standard operating procedure when it comes to checking your resting blood pressure. At the end of the video, right here on the right-hand side, hang tight for it, it's not coming up right now, but on the right-hand side, I'll show you exactly how to monitor your own blood pressure at home so you get some accurate numbers. And what happens is, if you notice that your blood pressure is normal at home, and yet it's higher at the doctor, you can inform the doctor. But second, when you're taking the blood pressure medication, check your own blood pressure on the medication. And if you notice that the blood pressure is 90 over 55 or 70 over 40, that's too low. The goal, of course, according to the American Medical Association, is to have it below 120 over 80, but not that low. When it gets that low, you can get dizziness, you can get fainting spells, you could fall, break a hip, break a collarbone, break a wrist. That is the most significant side effect of blood pressure medication, is giving blood pressure medication to people who don't have high blood pressure. Now, using natural methods, in my humble opinion, is a better way, because natural methods will lower your blood pressure to your normal levels. You can't artificially eat so healthy that your blood pressure goes to significantly lower levels. So in other words, if you have high blood pressure and you start changing your diet and you start eating more fish and chicken and you start eating more vegetables and you have fruit and you get rid of processed foods and you get rid of different oils that are bad for you, you replace that high fructose corn syrup with olive oil, things like that, very simple things, and you start exercising and your blood pressure is high, your blood pressure will go down to normal levels for your body and your age. It's not going to go down to 70 over 42. That doesn't happen. Even if you have normal blood pressure and you eat healthy, it's not going to go down to dangerous levels. So if you're having side effects, you need to really talk to your doctor and get this straight. That may be the underlying reason why you have the problem. You have white coat syndrome. So check this box at the end. And by the way, I have a Patreon. If you want to become a Patreon, the link is down below. I do appreciate that, supporting this channel. The other thing is, if you have specific questions, I have a program where you can contact me. I'm a practicing doctor of chiropractic. I'm not a guy on YouTube like most of these doctors who you can't contact. They don't work anymore. Some of them don't even have licenses anymore to practice, which is why they're doing YouTube. But nonetheless, they're YouTubers. They don't see actual patients. They don't see real patients. I see real patients. If someone wants to, they could contact me. I actually practice in a building. You can come and see me. I can physically treat you. But in addition to that, I realize people have questions that can be answered over the phone or through Zoom. We do phone and Zoom consultations. The links are in the description. But there is a fee. It's not free. Don't call my office and expect me to just drop all my paying patients and see you for free. It isn't like that. But it's a normal visit. We schedule out time for you as if you were right in front of me, and we could do a Zoom or phone consultation if you have any questions. So go to this box right here, click that, and you will find out exactly how to change your life for the better.